So we've got just one day left before Part 2's finale, and I've just got a couple of theories I want to make sure I get out there in advance, starting with this one. I think Camazotz might still be alive. His conversation with Nitocris in Section 17, Part 5, prior to Chaldea's arrival at the summit, seems to suggest that he could survive the destruction of Mictlan or even the planet. Nobody sees him die, and he doesn't leave a corpse behind, despite being a flesh and blood inhabitant of that Lost Belt. Now, you might want to say, hang on, he's got spirit origin readings, so maybe after becoming a beast, he'll vanish just like a servant when he dies. But the vanishing sound effect that typically plays when that happens, even off-screen, doesn't play in this case. He's just gone, we're like, what happened to him, and Nitocris is like, don't worry about it. We're also told we need to finish him off now or never before he jumps off that cliff after Nitocris, suggesting he wasn't about to die on his own. So when Nitocris brushes off your question with, quote, "Besides, did you not slay him up on the summit?" it comes across as a fudged excuse. This all seems suspiciously like a setup to have him pop up later, trying to protect pan-human history like he said he wanted to, before his priorities shifted to Nitocris and that thread was dropped. It would also explain why he isn't summonable after all this time, despite being one of the most requested servants. And finally, it would explain why his profile isn't added to the spirit origin list unlike every other beast we've defeated. Now, there are, of course, other ways to explain these facts. For example, Nitocris might have been obfuscating because she thought it would dishonor him to say that he committed suicide. And on being asked whether there's a chance that Camazotz will be summoned, Nasa responded that he personally hopes he can rest from now on, which is another way to explain why he still isn't summonable. But note that this requires two separate explanations, and you're still going to require additional explanations for the fact that there was no corpse or vanishing sound effect, and the fact that Camazotz's profile wasn't added to the spirit origin list. The theory that Camazotz is still alive has the advantage of being a single explanation that accounts for all of these facts. All that said, will I be surprised if it doesn't happen? No. But if Camazotz, eats Marisbury tomorrow, I'll be able to say I called it.